everyone? It's Jen from BK, and I have a special guest with me here, music extraordinaire and actor. I think you do everything. Leon Thomas.
What's up? How you doing?
Let me tell you, Insecure. My God.
Wow, it was a lot.
It was a lot. I'm gonna have to hand myself off from that.
It was
but
a whole lot.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
But your talent is just incredible. Like, I looked you up and all the things that you've done, we'll get to that, but
I appreciate it.
You've just done so, and you're so young, and it's just incredible, and there's just so much more left for you to do.
Thank you. I mean, it's been a crazy journey. I actually started out here in New York. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. Park Slope.
Oh,
Yeah. So I got a shout out 17th Street between 7th and 8th.
I went to MS-51 right on 5th and 5th.
Okay.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn. I see what's going on.
I see my stomping grounds.
But it all started in musical theater,
Okay.
you know. So I did Lion King, Carolina Change, and then Color Purple, which was produced by Oprah.
Right.
And I got a chance to really see what it was like to both sing and act in a piece. And ever since that moment, it's really been all about balance for me in my career and utilizing my abilities to sing and to kind of cross-pollinate with the music world and, you know, try some stuff out. It's been amazing producing and writing for other people these last couple years.
Absolutely.
But it's awesome to have my shot as an artist now.
And you are, because you are incredible. You are
Thank
a
you.
true-blown singer. It's not one of those, like, auto-tuned, you know, production kind of feel.
Yeah.
You really can sing, and we'll show clips of that, and you'll know what I'm talking
Cool.
about. Because all these scenes he's been in,
Right.
you've been in, you've been singing. So
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really big part of my life. My family's heavily involved in the music industry. My mom was a singer, and my stepdad was a very famous guitarist who played for B.B. King and High Five and Missy Elliott and a bunch of really cool people. So I've been backstage. They call me a backstage baby. I was, you know, rapping cables by the time I was 4 or 5, and being a little roadie by the time I was 8 or 9, and once I was 10 years old is when I kind of stepped into the game and started figuring it out. I'm 24 now, so that's a long time to be doing this thing.
Absolutely. You're a veteran at this point. I mean,
I don't know about a veteran, but I've been moving, and you know, I'm just trying to stay humble and just keep everything, you know, compartmentalized the way it's supposed to be. You know, it's definitely a lot to organize, but we're making it work the best we can.
Yes, you are, and you live this life. So incredible projects you've been a part of.
Thank you.
So I'm just gonna hold up a board, all right?
All right, yeah, let me know.
We're gonna talk about what's on the board, the scene that you did, and all that good stuff. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's nothing too crazy.
All right, well, I'm with it.
Okay.
It's new for me.
Oh, it's new? All right, good.
A little new with the board,
okay.
okay.
One. Let's talk about this scene right here.
Got a little crazy.
It got a little crazy on Insecure.
It did.
Hot show.
Real hot. It was my first real sex scene, and it was with a superstar. So it was like, whoa, like crazy.
So let's talk about how sex scenes actually work when it comes to filming.
Right.
People don't know. There's a lot of work. It's very uncomfortable for the actors sometimes.
Lots of robes. And like,
lots of robes? All right, let's talk about that.
I'm
got you. Let's talk about it.
Well, it was a very interesting shooting process. You know, it's a close set for the most part. So it's only like 10, 15 people there. But still, you got a grown man with a boom mic, you know, just like over you while you're trying to pretend to have this really super private, intimate moment. But, you know, for me, anytime I'm acting, anytime I'm doing something in that space, I try to focus all my energy on the world I'm in and tune out the lights, tune out the cameras, tune out the things that aren't in my world. And that's what we did there. You know, I kept it comfortable, and we had a really good time. And me and Issa spoke a lot about just the future, and you know, she's such an amazing person. I mean, what she's been able to accomplish with this show and in this industry is you can't really compare what she's doing to a lot of people. So I was just kind of taking notes, seeing how she was able to run a set while she was acting, you know, and that's a tough thing to do.
So she's very hands-on with the show itself. It's
right, but it's kind of like royalty. She doesn't have to speak, but her team reads her mind a little bit. You know, it's very interesting. It's a unique set, I'll say.
I think what Insecure does for the community, just the culture itself, and just TV itself, it was what Sex and the City did.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But this is kind of like geared towards the urban community as well. You did your thing.
Yeah.
and then she showed up again, you're kind of like, huh.
Yeah.
So have you ever been in that situation?
I have actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, the space that I live in is a really nice house, and I rent the guest house. So there's lots of roommates, lots of people that just randomly, you know, float in and they do their thing upstairs. I have my own separate section, but there was a point in time where I had a neighbor who was very interested, you know, and hit me up and was knocking on the door at the wrong time, and yeah, it was just really interesting. But
was she doing it at all times of the day? Or like
no. It was a
3
one time. It was a
or-
one time thing. But you know, I just feel like communication is everything, and then once we were able to work that out, everything else just, you know, happened naturally.
So what's gonna happen with Eddie in the upcoming season? I mean, you can't.
I don't know.
Much,
I don't
but-
really know. I don't know. I know they're writing right now. I recently just saw Issa at a birthday party in Malibu, which was a great time. She knows how to throw a good party, so that was fun.
Saw on
Everybody,
Instagram.
yeah, everybody was lit. We had a good time. But yeah, I mean, I think what's meant to be will be. You know, right now I'm just always about being in the moment. What's happening today? You know, sometimes it's great to manifest and think about the future, or even dwell on certain things that happened in the past. But I realize what's really important is like waking up and being completely present for what's happening right now.
So for moving on from that, you then did a movie called
August Rush.
Father, here I am, weak in your sight. Can you rescue me now? I'm crying, how can figure it out on my own.
Whoa, back off, wait. Yo, so you messing with my equilibrium. Nobody touches this instrument but me.
With
Rocks is my
late great Robin Williams. That was one of the most amazing experiences ever. It was my first film, and I was fresh off of Color Purple, and I had the opportunity to really learn from Robin Williams. He taught me about improv. We had a scene, and I'll never forget it. I was supposed to be arguing with him, and I just wasn't getting there. And he was like, 1 second, cut. And he just came to me. He was like, you ever tell your mama jokes on the you know, recess yard? I'm like, yeah, all the time. He was like, pretend like I'm that bully, and you're just like, you know, da. And for me, like, that made it click for me. But what's crazy, that scene went so well. He was supposed to slap me, and the way that he slapped me for all of the screen tests that they did, they actually saw
you
that
got
everybody.
every screen test?
No,
Did I hear that right?
the screen test, the screening for August Rush, the first screening that they did, the audience members had to do a poll afterwards, and after they saw that scene where he slapped me like he did, it made people hate Robin Williams for some reason. Like it made it a little too evil for his character, so they had to take that particular scene out. But that particular film got me a 3-picture deal with Warner Brothers at 13, and I was in a position to really do a lot of great films. But then Nickelodeon picked me up, and I kind of got, you know, swung in that world. But yeah.
Leon,
What's up?
you said about it before.
Detroit.
Who's shooting? Oh man. It's just a start. It just starts races. Army taking fire. Shots fired. Near the Algiers Motel.
This movie, when I watched it, holy Jesus.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to take in.
It's a whole
It's a lot to take in. So to those out there that didn't watch, it's about the 12th Street riots that happened in Detroit, right? And the Algiers Motel. But to let those know out there who don't know about the movie, just synopsis of what the movie was about.
Now, the Algiers Motel incident was a really harsh situation that happened in Detroit in 1967. During the riots, 3 cops went in there and massacred, you know, I think it was three young gentlemen, and it was a really tough situation. It was in cold blood, and these guys went off scot-free without getting any jail time for any of it, which is a story that's very true even today. You know, all of my brothers in this film did an amazing job of capturing that storyline, but it's a very tough film to watch, only because it tells such a true depiction of what we even deal with today, which is it's hard to believe that not much has changed.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, because I originally had dreads when I went into it, and then they were like, "Oh, it was in the '60s. You can't have the dreads." Blah, blah, blah. Made me cut my dreads for this. It was just like a huge thing. But I saw it as, regardless of what people viewed it as in the moment, it was a sacrifice I had to make for my culture, for my people. You know, like I said, you only get chances to do films like this. You know, I mean, to work with Catherine Bigelow, she's a Oscar award winning director. So, You know, this is a real shot at being a part of something that's critically, you know, acclaimed and recognized, and I'm just really thankful to even be a part of the conversation.
And while we're on Catherine, you know, it obviously, you know, about the climate going on in Hollywood now with all
Yeah.
this Me Too and, you know, Time's Up and sexual harassment and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I mean, as a man working in the business, do you find it to be true that, and then also, you know, just do you sometimes feel attacked because you're a man now by all these women?
All right, here's the deal. I feel like there's been a long culture of sexual harassment within Hollywood, and it was made a joke for a very long time. It was something that people kind of swept under the rug and knew about but didn't really talk about. I think it's great that we're attacking this issue now. I think 2018 is the year of pointing out the bugs, saying that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, through social media, through the ability to really review each and every moment of our lives. I think we're noticing more about the flaws that we have as a society. Growing up on Broadway, I see what, you know, people consider like a diva, and there's a reason that they're that way. It's because they need a certain amount of attention to get what they need done. You know, me personally, I demand respect, but you know, I feel like if you walk the right way, you'll be treated the right way.
Now, did you have to go through all of that and all the drama and diva-ish on this set here?
No.
Four-time Emmy-nominated Victorious.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys.
Hey, Tori.
You've looked better.
Where's Seikowitz? He's with Beck and Robbie. They're on the phone calling Mom and Dad, our American ambassador, some lawyers. Well, why wouldn't they call? Andre, what are you eating?
Salt.
Yeah, you know, Victorious was high school for me, and you know, I left sophomore year in New York to come out here in the film, to come out to LA in the film
What was that like
Victorious.
for you to move out from Brooklyn? I mean,
It was different.
hard for me to even
I mean,
leave
I was going to
Brooklyn.
public school, okay? First off, so I was going to public school 2 blocks away from the Gowanus Projects. So, like, I was living real life, like real life.
Brooklyn
Then Brooklyn life. And then I went to Hollywood and got a whole different life. But, you know, we all came from different backgrounds. And it was really interesting to build this family and this friendship with these people. You know, I mean, to this day, we grab lunch probably once a week,
you
you
really?
know,
Okay.
just like different, you know, characters. We all lock in different people, but you know, I have great respect for everybody on this set, and of course, like, you know, it's growing pains. Like, you know, it's senior year, you're gonna have somebody feeling some type of way, but you know, it's just they're my brothers and sisters. So we may have fought here and there, but it was all about like getting over that and coming to set and having fun, because that's what we did.
that's what it felt like in each
That's exactly what
episode.
we did,
And
yeah.
for those that don't know what the show is about, I mean, it's about a performing arts high school.
Yeah.
And all you talented kids are in there singing and dancing and the whole shebang. And
yeah.
obviously, you go through your trials and tribulations as high school kids. But comedy.
Yeah.
You've got kids. You got nieces and nephews. You probably know what the show is. But you, in particular, well, you can sing.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'll give you my song, these words to you, sing you what I feel, my soul is true. I don't have the world, can give it to you, girl, but all that I can do is give the song to you.
It's not only that. I mean, there's another famous girl that was also
Come
on
on
the
now,
show with you.
Ariana. It was
Ariana
crazy
Grande.
backstage. We used to talk about music a whole lot.
Wow.
And I mean, I had this vision of being like locked in, you know, a real big studio, you know, producing and writing and being an artist and stuff. And she had her idea of like, you know, the Mariah Carey, the Whitney Houston big voice songs, and we knew there was a mission for that, but at the time we didn't really know how we were going to get there from Nickelodeon. You got to understand, people try to demean you when you're from that world, from that space, in the music space. So it took a lot of paying
In what
dues
ways,
to
though?
get respect.
In what ways, though? You know?
I think when it comes to, you know, being a child actor or a teen actor and trying to step into the music space, sometimes they expect for you to kind of be gifted everything, or you're not truly talented. It's just because of your big following that people are no. But Ariana genuinely had a great voice, and it was a big voice, and I genuinely was able to write songs and produce and perform, and the industry couldn't help but just recognize that, you know, for both of us being able to step into music like we did. I mean, on our first album, you know, I was producing a lot around that time. So
Truly, right?
I ended up, producing 5 records on the first album, which was crazy. And to see the success and to see my friend, you know, really lock it in and do world tours and really get that going was such a beautiful sight, because once again, we manifested it. We talked about this stuff. We envisioned it, and it happened. Everything from me winning a Grammy, from her being able to, you know, really touch people the way that she has. You know, it's been a beautiful story of just speaking your truth.
Well, listen, you're great at manifesting, so apparently everything you think about, dream about, it happens. So
Confidence, man. You gotta have that confidence. Yeah.
I'm excited to see what's happening with you in the future. Your
Thank
upcoming
you.
projects.
Thanks a lot.
Hope to see you in the next season of Insecure.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be really nice.
Getting down with Issa Rae. And
Who knows?
also,
Who knows? Who knows? Rekindle an old little flame. Who knows? Yeah.
And your music. That's what I'm most excited about. So.
Man, thank you. I'm really excited to, you know, get it out there. Favorite is the first single we're going with, but we have a lot of other records that we're gonna be putting out. So I'm just excited for people to hear the whole story very soon.
I love it. And Leon, before we wrap this up, we gotta ask you. Can you bless the people out there a little bit with what you can do and singing, and give us a little something, just so you know.
Okay.
What this gentleman can do right here.
And I said, never felt this kind of love. I'm addicted to your touch. Just a little's not enough. 'Cause you're my favorite place to be. I'm for you, you're just for me. And I say just what I mean. 'Cause you're my favorite. Vibing.
Here like this.
We gonna vibe out. We gonna vibe out. Early
Leon
morning vibes.
Thomas, everyone, and that's
Thank
the
y'all.
wrap on Seen It.
I appreciate y'all. Yeah.